if you want to get out of here and back on the pitch, you got to stick to your program. Otherwise, all the operations in the world won't make your knee any better.
I don't care about my knee.
He's been skimping on his exercises.
Why? I think he'd be desperate to get back in the game.
I don't know. I just think he's too depressed to care. Who? Oh, no one. No one you'd be interested in.
They could chop my leg off if I thought you'd come back to me.
No, it's...
Why? Why can't you at least try? Because without you, there's no point. I love you, Jackie. I always have.
Nick, what is it?
If it's bad news, dear, you can tell us.
I was really looking forward to going to school, you know, for the first time ever. And they give me the kiss of death.
Oh, dear. What are you talking about?
They made me a prefect.
A prefect?
Oh, Nick, that's wonderful.
How did this happen?
Everybody voted. It was a landslide.
But this is good news, isn't it?
Get real. 7th form's supposed to be a cruise, a rage. What do I get? A tour of duty with the Nerd Patrol.
Oh.
Jackie, I grew up. Back then I didn't know what was important. Now I do. It's you. Those few months we had together before I hit the big time. Taking the job here to be near you. It was the happiest time of my life.
Yeah, sure.
I would give up everything for you. No strings attached, nothing. All I want is for you to take me back, please. I love you, Jackie. I love you so much.
Yeah, med school's like a tribal experience with its own rules and initiation. But once you find your own path, it gets easier.
In what way?
Balance. What do you want versus what they want? Finding a balance is the key.
So what have you been up to since you got out?
Well, lots of travelling. Southeast Asia mainly.
Never would have guessed.
Nepal's a blast.
Yeah, well, I suppose being a doctor, you can always earn enough to travel.
You work, you explore.
Balance.
You got it. Hey, why don't you spend some time with me? You know, like with the patients. See what it's like.
I'd love to.
Cool. Cool.
So jealous out here.
Oh, come on, Jonathan. The guy left his last working brain cell halfway up the Himalayas.
You're just bitter.
Bitter? Bitter about what?
No. There's no need to get bummed out. Just because you didn't have the marks to get into med school.
Hey, look. You spend all the time in the world with him. Have a real cool time. I'm sure you'll learn heaps.
I refuse to spend another cent on that rust bucket.
But it's a great car. It's got heaps of character.
Yeah, and all of it's bad. No, Rachel, I refuse to pay for another engine. No.
Never mind, darling. Do well again at school this year. Maybe we'll buy you something sporty and red.
But I don't want a little yuppie car.
How bizarre. I thought you were going out this evening.
I am.
On a school night?
Can't imagine what kind of clubs will let you in looking like that.
Hi, come in.
Hi.
Hello, Alex. You're looking well.
Dean. Oh, darling, this is the union organizer I told you about, Dean Hamilton.
Michael McKenna.
Nice to meet you. She ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
See you later.
Where you going?
On a picket. Don't worry, I won't be home late.
And we're not likely to get arrested either.
Is that a date?
No one takes a date to a picket line. Do they?
Well, of course. I think it's a great idea. Which particular doctor are you planning on observing?
Dr. Hilton Jones.
All right.
He said it would be fine with him.
2 conditions. Must always be with the patient's permission and at the doctor's discretion.
Absolutely. Hi, is Simon in?
Sorry, the most serene being hasn't wafted in yet.
Oh, okay.
Where's Cyclone Marilyn?
She's left us, I'm afraid.
Oh dear, what a shame.
What, you mean like Dr. McKenna's given her the push?
Not exactly.
Simon, good morning.
Jonathan, you ready to begin?
When you are.
Indeed.
I'll just wait for you to get changed.
Let's start from the beginning. The House of Healing.
Right.
Every society on the planet has their own version of this. Differing may be in technological sophistication
Okay, got that.
and cultural attitudes, but identical in the mission
Dr.
they
Hilton
share.
Jones, code 2 and triage.
Excuse me, everyone. Now, I realise you've all probably been waiting a long time, but unfortunately there's been an emergency, so you'll be facing another delay. Now, I want to emphasise that in no way...
Doctor, you're wanted in triage now.
That's cool.
So, how was last night's little adventure?
It was great. We set her on a fire and sang songs and stuff. No one broke the picket line, though.
Oh, sounds riveting.
Then went to the coffee shop, and Dean told me about the union struggle in this country and how...
Please, darling, not over breakfast.
I didn't think he'd be interested. Can I have a ride to school?
Don't the working classes catch buses?
They would if there was a decent public transport system.
Okay, just get me finish my coffee in peace, right?
Okay, I'll see you in the car.
It's okay, Damon. We're just shifting you onto the bed, man.
Granny?
Yeah, right here, right here. Joe, where's the doctor?
He should be here by now.
I've got a probable collapse. He was semi-conscious when we got there. Neuro-op seems stable, some improvement during transit. Possible fracture of right wrist. No other injuries that I could make out.
Hello. Looks like I know who everyone is. Great, this is Jonathan. He's with me today observing.
Query concussion.
And the patient is?
Say what?
The patient's name.
Damon McEwen.
Important here to establish a good rapport with the other staff and the patient.
Blood sugar 2.1. I've given him IV bolus 50% dextrose.
Low.
He's HIV positive and shows some signs of age-related conditions. I'm out of here.
Heavy. It's a good idea, arriving into a situation like this.
Excuse me, doctor,
Listen
I need to
carefully.
deal with the patient.
That's cool. Just giving Jonathan here an outline.
Look, this isn't a teaching hospital. Come on, Jonathan, you have to leave.
Dad gave us permission.
Well, I'm sorry, that just ended.
Yeah, there, get out. Slow down.
I must be in the wrong room. What brought this on?
Mr. Tamari, he has finally realised the benefits of physiotherapy and post-operative rehabilitation.
Well, praise the Lord and pass the ultrasound. And has a certain nurse realised the benefits of making up with a certain cricket player?
Oh, you could say that.
Yeah, no, okay, Cheryl. No, look, it's fine, all right? I understand, it's an act of God. What can you do, eh? Yeah. Okay, see you later. Oh, I don't believe this. Again, she can't work.
Oh, good help is so hard to get nowadays.
Cheryl is supposed to be in charge, for God's sake.
Have you got any spare slaves on the Warner estate?
You know, I might just have to close it down until Gina comes back.
Well, you could always take a change from doctoring, make a career move.
Speaking of career moves, Marilyn Black has left for good.
Oh, now there's a ray of sunshine.
So, where does Marilyn, the receptionist of the century, go now?
Back to hell, probably.
You must be chuffed.
Oh, not that I want to speak ill of the dead.
Oh, saucer of cream, Mrs. Nielsen.
She's pretty appalling, though, wasn't she?
Oh, and who did you want to speak to again? Oh, yes, and your hand's still on the wound.
Right, I'll just go and check and see if he's in. I shouldn't be longer than half an hour, dear.
Oh, cooey! Look, I know you're in the middle of an operation, but, well, I didn't want to disturb you putting the call through.
So she left of her own accord?
Yes. She's quite sensitive to what people think of her, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure. Still, probably the best solution, all told. Oh, congratulations are in order, I hear. Nick, a prefect.
Oh, yes.
Yes, found I must be even more open-minded than I thought.
Oh, a complaint. She said her mother was in to get a prescription renewed, and she's not at all happy with the way she was treated.
All right, I'll deal with it.
Yeah, she was seen by Dr. Hilton Jones.
So?
Well, he's already rubbed most of the staff up the wrong way.
Sour grapes. They didn't get the kind of doctor they wanted, so they whinge like 5-year-olds.
Say that again.
I got voted in as a prefect.
Oh, that's it. No more elections for me. They're too scary.
Kirsty.
Yeah.
About that lingerie.
What's this?
I'm buying it all back, dear. I know you're in a bind. I can easily get rid of it.
I hate to ask, but are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. I'll pick it up later.
Marilyn, thank you so much. You have saved my life.
Could you do me a wee favour?
Name it.
Could you see that everyone gets these? They're all named.
What are they?
Little bye-bye prezzies.
Didn't have to go to all that trouble.
I've really enjoyed working here. It's meant a lot to me. Bye-bye, Nicholas. You are going to be a really good prefect.
Thanks, Auntie Marilyn.
Bye-bye, Kirsty.
Bye.
Was that Marilyn?
Yeah, she's gone.
Oh, thank you very much, and bye-bye. I'm sorry, Kirsty, but a house should fall on that woman.
She left this for you.
Oh.
Look, we all got one. They're all different.
Oh, she shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, but she did.
She's like that, Auntie Marilyn.
Like what?
Well, you think she's one thing, she turns out to be another. Like the time she helped Mum out. Cost her marriage.
Okay, Damien, the main problem was your blood sugar level. Very low. Now, have you been eating? You know, like regular meals?
Not really.
Got to keep your strength up, man.
Yeah, it was stupid, I know.
Get yourself a couple of days bed rest, you'll be cool.
Thanks, Doctor.
Anytime, Damien, you just hit that buzzer.
Damon.
Sorry?
His name is Damon.
All right. Sorry, Damon.
Hey, have you repeated a T4 count?
It says here we did one last week.
Well, aren't you going to do another one?
I don't feel a need, do you?
Well, you could do one just to be sure.
Possibly. But although it was low, it wasn't, that low.
Well, have you prescribed any prophylactic antibiotics?
Hey, no need to go in with the heavy artillery just yet, eh?
How are you feeling?
Like a strong martini.
That guy's Drongo.
The 80s were good to him, that's all.
You deserve better.
I haven't got both feet in the grave yet.
Yeah, I know.
1 foot, okay. 7 toes. Whatever.
Hey, look, I'll have a ring around and get some of the gang in, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, play the violins and get them in here.
Okay.
Cute guy, but he worries too much.
So then Uncle Ian chucked her out.
Why?
Well, because she was a traitor for helping Mum. She's been alone ever since. Stink, eh?
Oh, Mick, what are you doing here?
Have to buy some stationery.
How much?
Oh, 30 would be good for a start. Thanks, Mum.
Oh, Marj, your room is free again. You're welcome to come back any time.
Oh, no. Marilyn should stay as long as she likes.
I'm sorry, I think I've missed something.
Oh, no, I wouldn't want her to feel that she's being forced out.
Don't worry about it. She'll be fine. Marilyn's a survivor.
Poor woman.
Yeah, it was a bit on the nose.
The way I flew off the handle about her and Laurie. I've just made a hash of everything.
You should give him a call and sort it out. Come on.
Oh, no. No, I couldn't face it.
Hey, where the hell do you get off?
I suppose you're still a bit upset about this morning.
Great supposing, Jamie. World class. I was there to watch and learn. You threw me out.
Yeah, well, nothing personal, eh?
You're a liar.
Well, it's going to take a lot more than watching for you to learn any sense of compassion, Jonathan.
You are so smug. You think you've got a monopoly on caring, don't you? Maybe it's because you're so needy yourself.
Hey, are you going to lunch soon?
No.
Oh, you don't want to play footsies with me under the table?
Oh, you wish.
Zounds, another stinging rebuff.
Quit hassling my nurses, Warner.
It's all part of the service. Senior Charge Nurse Manu.
Yes.
It seems I have you to thank for the sudden improvement in Henry Tamariki.
Maybe.
Definitely.
You're back together again, Jax. That's wonderful.
Yeah, well, it's only early days yet.
I'll be your bridesmaid. Just give me an hour's notice.
And I can be the best man. I'll ring the JP.
Oh, just stop it, okay?
Seriously, I think it's great that you guys have come to your senses.
Oh, you can talk.
What do you mean?
I know a sucker for romance when I see one.
Why? The doyen of Celibates Anonymous.
Oh, fess up, Roberts. You and Guy are straining at the leash.
We are not. Anyway, he's going out with Deborah, and I think his 2 timing days are over. What?
I saw Debs last week, and she says it's all over. Has been for some time.
Really? So why didn't he tell me?
So it better not be a mistake.
It won't be.
Oh, Laurie. Yes, I have too. I was just going to give you a call. Oh, yes. Yes, that would be lovely. I'm working late, though. Oh, okay. Bye.
What did I tell you?
He's asked me out to dinner.
Oh, excellent. Hello there. Marilyn, you're back.
Can't get rid of me that easily.
Oh, we wouldn't want to get rid of you at all. I mean, on purpose, that is.
So, what's the story?
I'd hardly been at home 5 minutes. There was a call from Dr. Warner pleading for my help, so here I am.
Oh, that's nice. And not to be out of work, I mean.
There's work out there for those that want it. That's my motto.
And you've got somewhere to stay then?
Oh, yes, I've had a very kind offer, roof over my head. He's such a generous man, don't you think?
Chris.
No, Laurie.
Message for you.
Kiss first.
No, I have to set an example and control myself.
Just one.
Your coach wants you to call him ASAP.
Yeah, I'll get around to it.
It sounded important.
I told you it used to be important.
But everybody has to work.
Well, I've been thinking about taking a break from cricket. Skipping the season in England.
Well, what will you do instead?
I'm not sure. Thought I might get into TV or radio or something like that. You know how they're always looking for big stars.
But what about your cricket career?
It'll always keep taking me away from you. No, it's time to broaden my horizons, don't you reckon?
You took Marilyn on? Well, I was desperate. Besides, it's only temporary and she's honest and hard-working.
Yeah, she's hard work, all right.
Slash my wrists here and now.
Oh, not a good day?
First prefect meeting. Gig patrol and commando training.
You're not a prefect.
Hey, I think it sucks too.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I think being a prefect is great. It's part of a noble tradition of leadership.
It's part of an insidious power structure that has no place in today's school.
You can tell who missed out, can't you?
And you can tell who made my third form life hell.
You were behind the bike sheds. How cliche is that?
It's unbelievably spec, the whole situation.
Marilyn, about time.
Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear.
What's wrong?
I think I've put the cat among the pigeons.
That woman is evil incarnate. I don't care what ingratiating things she's done in the past.
She's just staying with Laurie, Marj. I mean, it's all totally innocent.
Oh, yes? And why couldn't you tell me over the phone then?
He's a very kind man.
He is hiding something and he is buttering me up.
Marj, you said you weren't going to jump to any conclusions.
Jump to conclusions? I do not jump to conclusions.
Oh, so that's the hot lunch date I missed out on.
You want some?
No. I want to know why you didn't tell me about Deborah and you.
What about me and Deborah?
Oh, a little Manu bird told me that you'd hit a rough patch.
Totally derailed as it happened.
You didn't want to talk to me about it?
I knew if I did, you'd just throw yourself at me.
Oh, I'm glad to see your ego is still intact.
They're missing the hero party. Pikers.
Yeah.
Been to everyone so far. But you're probably going to have to wheel me in.
How are you feeling, Damon?
Okay, apart from the coughing.
I think we should send some sputum off for testing.
Sounds romantic.
How's the temperature?
It's up a bit. I'll get Dr. Elton Jones.
Oh, why bother? Guy's a waste of space.
That's okay, Jamie.
Hey, half a tick. Excuse me, Dr. McKenna.
Yeah?
We have a patient in, an emergency case with AIDS-related conditions. And the new Dr. Hilton Jones is making a total hash of things.
I beg your pardon?
He's not covering routine pathology. He's completely unprofessional.
What makes you think you're qualified to judge a doctor's abilities?
He knows the patient is HIV positive, yet he hasn't repeated the T4 count. Damon is immunosuppressed, vulnerable to any hospital infection going. Yet Dr. Hilton Jones refuses to administer any antibiotics. Now the patient's temperature is up, and he has a productive cough, which the doctor in charge has failed to notice. I apologise if I'm unqualified to judge his abilities.
Sorry, love. I'm closed.
Pretty please, Marilyn, please. I'm parched. All I want is lemonade.
All right, then. I'm too soft. That's my trouble.
Thank you.
You can help Nick with the leftovers if you like.
Great, thanks. Hey, Prefect Harrison, hey, Man of the Year?
Ex-prefect Harrison. I'm going to flag it.
Are my ears deceiving me here? I mean, here you are, Nick. You finally made it to the corridors of power. And you're going to chuck it all away for the obscurity of the broom cupboard?
Too much hard work.
Grow a brain, Nick. You've been given a mandate.
To do what?
To seize the opportunities.
For what?
Okay. Think of being a prefect like being a tax collector or a customs officer.
Oh, whoopee, big thrills.
Have you had a CAT scan lately, Nick?
What?
Well, it's just that I think maybe your brain has flown off into someone else's body. Mate, you're going to have a tidal wave of pimply, badly behaved third formers, right?
Yeah.
And you're the prefect, right?
Yeah.
So, isn't it obvious? Nick, cutbacks, seized contraband, blackmail, the works, bribery, huh? You'll be living on easy street. And you'll be beating the babes off with a stick, matey.
Yeah.
Yeah, cheers to that. Yeah.
Come on. Is Joe still?
I think so, Stuart.
Patience, Marj. Stop fussing.
Oh, Laurie.
Sorry I'm late.
That's all right.
I've just been buying a new duvet for Marilyn.
Oh, yes, I heard you had a new house guest.
Yeah, well, I suppose I knew you'd advise against it, but, well, when she asked...
Yes, well, don't you think you're being a little too casual over this? Especially after all that's happened?
Well, I didn't have the heart to say no. She hasn't had an easy time.
Oh, I'm well aware of Marilyn's problems. She's forever cashing in on them.
Well, that's hardly fair, Marj.
Well, it hasn't been easy for me either.
I know, but you're strong, you're independent. Mary needs help, you know.
Oh, that's what it is it? Just because I wouldn't pitch tent with you, you've up and shifted in another woman.
What is this obsession with Marilyn, anyway? It's all perfectly above board. You're the only one I care for.
I find that very hard to believe.
Well, it happens to be true.
I think you're glad that I went off on my holiday by myself so that you could play around.
That's a terrible thing to say, Marj.
Well, can you deny it?
For heaven's sake, Marj, when you announced you were swanning off on your own, I was just about to ask you to marry me.
You were what?
Yes, but no, you want to be free. You want your independence. Well, as far as I'm concerned, you can have it in abundance.
Is it you or is it me? Lately I've been lost, it seems. I think the change is what I need. If I'm looking for a chance or a dream, Shortland Street. Taking time to hold my place. Yesterday's another race, just living for the times we've seen. When the writing on the wall says I'll be Shortland Street. If you want to find a way of searching for another world, it's hard to see. Shortland Street.
Shortland Street was made with the help of your broadcasting fee, so you can see more of New Zealand On Air.